Welcome back, adventurers. Today we're diving deep into the fiery mythical realm of dragons, specifically their iconic dragon breath. While no modern animal is exactly roasting knights or burning down castles, there are some animals, or insects, that pack quite the punch. Or should I say sizzle? This got me thinking about how a dragon might work if they were real, and why there are so many legends about dragons in the first place, some on complete opposite sides of the world from each other. First up, we've got insects. Nature's tiny but often terrifying warriors, especially when you get up close. Take the bombardier beetle. When threatened, this little critter shoots out a boiling hot chemical spray, a mix of hydroquinone, I hope I said that right, and hydrogen peroxide. This toxic combo can deter most predators. Sure, it's not fire, but I wouldn't want that in my face. So how does it do this? Inside the beetle, there are two special storage areas. One has a mix of two chemicals called hydroquinone, I think, and hydrogen peroxide. The other area has special helpers called enzymes. When the beetle gets scared, it lets these two areas mix together. When they mix, a really cool, well actually super hot, reaction happens. This reaction is so strong and fast that it creates a hot and somewhat smelly spray. Imagine you shook up a soda can and then opened it. The way the soda bursts out is kind of how the hot spray bursts out of the beetle. What's amazing is that this spray is almost as hot as boiling water. So in a way, the bombardier beetle has its own little built-in spray bottle of hot, stinky chemicals to keep bullies away, and this just makes me think of a miniature black dragon. Then we've got the pistol shrimp. Not exactly what you would think when hearing fire breathing, but this shrimp is packing heat in a different way. Even though it's small, it has a power that's super cool and sounds like it's straight out of a comic book. The pistol shrimp has one really large claw that it can snap shut super fast. Well, how fast? Imagine snapping your fingers, but way faster than the blink of an eye. When it does this, it creates a tiny bubble that moves incredibly quickly through the water. Now, here's where it gets even cooler. As this bubble zooms through the water, it collapses or pops because of the pressure. When that happens, it creates a shockwave and makes a loud popping sound. This pop is so powerful that it can stun or even kill small fish nearby. Yes, this little shrimp can knock out its prey with the snap of its claw. And if you thought that was the end of it, think again. The collapsing bubble gets super hot for a split second, actually comparable to the surface of the sun. This bubble is called a cavitation bubble, and with just one snap, dinner is served. It's another reminder that even in the tiniest of creatures, nature has some big surprises. But let's pivot. Dragons are often depicted as reptilian, right? So how about the animals closer to this category? While no known reptiles spew fire or steam, many reptiles and amphibians are masters of chemical warfare. The spitting cobra, for example, can spray venom with impressive accuracy, aiming for the eyes of its threat. But what about the heavy hitters of prehistoric times, the dinosaurs? Surely these massive creatures had some sort of flame weapon. While there's no evidence suggesting fiery breath, some dinosaurs like the Sinosauropteryx did have fuzzy feathers, giving credence to some Eastern depictions of dragons or even the Aztec feathered serpent called the Quetzalcoatl. Other dinosaurs had intricate air sacs connected to their respiratory systems, though this was likely more for thermoregulation and making vocal sounds rather than fire breathing. I know, I'm so sorry. So while we can see scientific evidence of animals employing all sorts of powerful chemicals to aid their hunt, why the dragons all over the world? Well, this is actually one of the most fascinating intersections of history, paleontology, and mythology: the ancient discovery of dinosaur fossils. Before we had the scientific tools and understanding to recognize these bones as remnants of prehistoric creatures, how did ancient civilizations perceive them? Well, it's quite possible that when our ancestors stumbled upon these massive, often serpentine or bird-like skeletal remains, they thought of creatures from their myths and their legends, dragons. These fossilized bones could very well have been seen as physical proof that dragons once roamed the earth. The gigantic bones of long-necked sauropods could easily be imagined as the remains of great eastern dragons winding and weaving through ancient forests. The fierce, sharp-toothed skulls of large theropods like T-Rex might have been seen as evidence of Western-style fire-breathing dragons, creatures of destruction and terror. I mean, look at them. In ancient China, where dragons were revered as symbols of power, strength, and good fortune, large dinosaur fossils may have been interpreted as the remains of these auspicious creatures. Similarly, in medieval Europe, where tales of knights battling fierce dragons were popular, the discovery of large, menacing-looking bones could have reinforced these narratives. The intertwining of these real, tangible discoveries with existing folklore likely added a layer of authenticity and awe to the tales of dragons. For ancient civilizations, these dragon bones would have been a marvel, a mystery, and perhaps even a warning of the mighty mighty creatures that once ruled the skies and lands. After exploring the wonders of the natural world, we might wonder where modern interpretations of dragons draw inspiration. One such example is the dragon from the movie Reign of Fire. The design of these dragons offers a captivating and somewhat scientific approach to the myth of fire-breathing creatures. In the movie, these dragons have a twofold fire-breathing mechanism. They expel two separate chemicals from two glands, and when these chemicals mix in the air, they ignite, producing the terrifying streams of fire. This method echoes real-life examples like the bombardier beetle, where distinct chemicals combine to produce a potent reaction. While the movie takes liberties with its dragons, they did after all wipe out most of humanity, it offers a fun thought experiment. By grounding the dragons in a pseudo-scientific explanation, it bridges the gap between the myth and what might be biologically feasible. So while Reign of Fire might be more Hollywood than history, its design is a nod to the incredible capabilities we see in the animal kingdom in real life and a testament to our continual fascination with the fiery, mythical might of the dragons. So overall, while the skies might not have been filled with fire-breathing dragons, the natural world is still a place of wonder and sometimes a little bit of mythical magic. That's it for today, guys. If you have any other weird tangents you want me to explore, leave it in the comments down below. Also, do you believe in dragons? As always, thank you for watching. Forge on, my friends, and we'll see you next time, adventurers.